Hey guys, it's Pat from Pat's Brewery, and we're having a bit of a chat and a brew. I'll tell you about this Czech Pilsner that I've done. So, yeah, the last beer that I brewed in 2023 was a Czech Pilsner, premium Czech Pilsner, because the percentage of alcohol is well, it ended up being 6.2%. It was not meant to be 6.2%. I think it was meant to be about 5.9. But in any case, I tell you what, the brew day did not go well. Multiple spillages. Stress occurred. Just give that a little bit of time to settle a little bit. It was a hell of a brew day. Yeah, the general recipe is pretty simple. It is mostly Bohemian Pilsner with some Melanoiden, I think. I think something like 800. I've done a double batch of it, so the grammage is going to be off from what I remember. Maybe I'll put it in the description down below of what the actual percentages and bits were. With regards to hops on it, I used, obviously, Saaz was the main hop with regards to flavouring and bits and pieces, but obviously Saaz is quite a low alpha acid hop, so at the beginning with the boil I also used a bit of Tettnang to just bring those IBUs up. So I think we ended up with about an IBU of about 27 maybe. There we go. And so I've done a double batch for this because one, I'm actually lagering in the fermentation chamber in the brewery, and the other one I wanted ready for Christmas. Now around Christmas time it was not at its best, but we are now into February, and I mean, looking at it, it is crystal clear. Nice tiny little bubbles on top. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the lagering or the lagered one turns out like, because just in the Keezer, time has really done well on this. So it's nice, I think it's clean, bready. It's what I really like this beer. I think it's actually a really nice beer. As I say, considering the brew day went so poorly, the fact that I got this out of it, you know, it kind of makes the torturous times kind of worthwhile. And as I started this video, this is a bit of a chat and a brew more than anything, because I've got no brew footage for this. You know, I'll put all the details of the beer down below, but the chatty part of this video is just to give you a bit of an update of where we're at. Obviously, for the last few videos, I've been sharing the craft beer pie build, which effectively is done now. It's in place. I'm currently calibrating the sensors and bits and pieces and everything, so that's happening in the background at the moment, so that's really cool. I'm excited. Obviously, what's also kind of, because I haven't brewed since November time-ish, the brewery was in a bit of a state. I said the garage was in a state, the brewery was in a state. So currently also doing a big clean of all the kettles. I'm going to be doing a disassembling of all of my taps and bits and pieces in there to kind of clean everything through, removing any of the old PTFE tape, so that if there's any mold or anything that's kind of built up on that, we'll strip that back, rebuild that. So that's all things that I'm going to be doing during the week this week. Not big things, but things that need to be done. I should probably look to do it a little bit more often, but I think we all say stuff like that, don't we? So, but yeah, so that's going on. Something else though, this is going to be a busy old year for Pat's Brewery regarding getting some beers out there. I've entered into 2 competitions this year, which is one more than I did last year. So I've entered into the Melanoiden Light competition that's run by London Amateur Brewers. I'll actually be submitting this beer here, but obviously from the lager to keg, so that's quite exciting. I've also entered into the London Amateur Brewers Open, so that's in May. Don't know what I'm going to be serving on that. And news just in today, I've agreed to also submit a beer for, it's called the Shed Festival, Shed Brewing Festival or something like that, which is held in Colchester, also in May, which it's all the funds from it I think go to charity or something. So it's run by the England Craft Brewers Club, and they sent out a message on Facebook to say, oh, we still need one more person to be part of this. And I went, tell you what, I'll put my name in the ring if no one else already has, and I'm putting myself out there with regards to my brewing, so gotta fucking get things on top of it all. I mean, considering we're going to be effectively running a new, we're running a new, brewery in a way with regards to the craft beer pie in there. So I think I need to get on top of all of my brewing, get a few practice batches out there. With regards to some of the goals this year, it's got to be about consistency and about hitting certain numbers. So I've actually got a base malt recipe, and I think for the next 5 or 6 brews I'm going to use this base malt. I'll use different hops and bits and pieces to make them different beers, but I want to try and get this beer that the recipe I've got is a 4.1% beer. So it's a good, not quite session beer, and I'm thinking, because I want to, one was consistency. I needed to get my consistency up this year, get my process in place. I don't want to be leaving taps open, and having beer spill out all over the floor this year. So, if I'm doing the exact same beer, obviously with different hops and bits and pieces, consistently, then unless I consistently make the same mistake, which I really hope I won't be doing, we should be able to make some serious improvements with regards to the brewing. I think also something else that I wanted to make sure I did this year was getting a little bit more used to understanding different hop flavours and bits and pieces. So if I remove the complexity of the malt bill and just start going with same malt bill, different hops, I should start to be able to get a better understanding of recipe building as well this year with regards to usage of hops and hop flavours. So yeah, this is where my head's at anyway. as I say, I'm a little bit dubious with regards to, I've put myself forward for a few things now, and I don't want to not represent well, you know, I want to best foot forward. I mean, obviously, I say obviously, I got some good feedback with regards to beers that I sent out last year. So obviously, you know, we know that we can do some decent brewing, but you know, being involved in an actual festival, that's crazy. They're crazy. I'm both excited and really fucking nervous. You know, excuse my language, but I am really nervous about it because, yeah, it's mental. Anyway, so relatively short video maybe, I don't know. My Czech Pilsner, as I say, very nice. Of course, where we've gone with the name, check this out, you know. So we're going to be submitting this to the Melanoiden Light competition. Really, also looking forward to that. Anyway, it's going to be a good old year. It's going to be a good year for brewing. Big year for Pat's Brewery. Cheers.